Dad, don't get mad, it's just a game. Also Dad when his favorite team on the World Cup loses. Country where PM shat himself in McDonald's. Country where Chief of Police fired rocket launcher in his office. School lunches like this made me starve. When I cite my own work. Nobody. Dad's on Christmas after you open a gift. Me claiming I can study a master's degree while working full-time. Also me halfway through it. R.I.P. Grandpa, they done messed up his surgery. Hating on Velma because it's a bad Scooby-Doo knockoff. Hating on Velma because it's just bad. When she tells you to go talk to your host, I've been thinking about you, Greg, oh my God. Psychopaths, serial killers, people who don't keep the volume on multiples of 5. When you realize that in the future memes will be equivalent to what boomer humor is now. When someone asks how much money have in the bank. Me watches a show called Unsolved Mysteries. Narrator, the case was never solved. Me. My dad describing the fish he caught the other day. When the lights come on in the club. You have to fight Batman. It's Arkham Batman. All those rich girls trying way too hard. Some random girl working some heavy labor job. Kid that plays 24/7. Try hard. Hacker. Me trying to enjoy a game after hard work day. Streaming services. There was a 0.03 seconds connection problem, so I don't remember where you left off. Old VHS tape. Here's where you left off watching Tom and Jerry 24 years ago. Speeding cost you. Demerit points 120 kilometers per hour 3 points. 130 kilometers per hour 4 points. Best value 140 kilometers per hour 4 points. Your girl on the first date versus when she gets comfortable and you have to love her for her. Friendly reminder that Fiona chose a literal ogre over a short guy. A Moscow farm has decided to equip its cows with VR glasses in order to relax and feel happier. A calm environment leads to an increase in milk yield, so the cows are given a VR headset displaying summer fields. This is literally the plot of The Matrix. They told me to grow a pair, so I did. Relaxes stressfully. How it feels knowing wokeness is dying. You are a normal chest, right? Yes. Surface web, deep web, dark web, page 2 of Google. I wish I had her body. I want to suck her fat titties. The beastly urge to be mean when I'm a little bit annoyed. You look stressed. Has something happened? Me. It all started when I was born. Not sure if everything is expensive or I'm just poor. The cashier at the movie theater when I asked for an empty popcorn bucket, a hole in the bottom, and extra butter. Miss Teacher. Swallows. Ha ha ha. Yes, I do, Johnny. Ha ha. Ha. Yes, I do. Girls at the gym. I don't want to be approached at the gym, and it's super creepy when guys check me out. I'm there to focus on working out, not for male attention. Also girls at the gym. Poor. Rich. Girls when other girls says she's pretty. Boys when other boys says he's handsome. When no one is looking and you finally get the chance to place your dick right. Me wanting to relax by playing games after a long day. 4-hour update. Could you stop agreeing with everything I say? For 5 minutes. Original. Anime adaptation. Real life adaptation. Survived the Taco Bell combo box. The porta potty didn't. When you trying to keep a straight face but bro looks at you like this. I won't tell anyone when I win the lottery, but there will be signs. Girls after they masturbate. I'm glad I came. Boys after they masturbate. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. When you have to read the same page over and over, cause you keep zoning out. Man comes home. His son, who hasn't seen him in over 12 years. Where's the milk? When you're so broke you can't even afford the doctor's version of a soda. Killing the bad guy. Killing his henchmen. The post has the NSFW tag. It wasn't nudity. Good game. Get good. Alcohol abuse? I love alcohol. Pokemon Co. releasing life-sized Gardevoir plush. You ever get the feeling something really bad is about to happen? 17 buzz cuts that will convince you to shave your head. Babies when you cover your face with your hands. Wow, that's so weird, he just disappeared. Every time I make my cinnamon toast, it reminds me of the Hiroshima victims and I get a bit sad. You are not a jack of all trades, you have a DHD. You there, halt! Yeah, I'll def hop on later. The state I found bro in. Man, it sure is boring working at the M&M factory. Posture reveal. Imagine if we battled with our ideas instead of our words. Do you fart? Oh shit, I took both pills and now I'm stuck in Richmond, Virginia. I still can't believe that the entire Mr. Bean only consisted of 15 episodes. As a child, you'd swear you'd seen 10 seasons of this show. Hey man, I watched that anime. Boku no Pico. I loved the recommendation. Got any more like that? What I have done. Be the American that Japan thinks you are. Toddlers when a 70-pound oak dresser drawer begins to fall toward their mushy-ass head. Dap me up. Prisoner to desires. Unemployed people when they realize they have to eat breakfast and play video games tomorrow. Woman's breast milk. Husband. Baby. Me when I see a game from 20 years ago and it says 2005 and not 1996. $10 million cash or sleep here for 10 days? If you're not drinking 13 beers with me, I can only assume you're drinking 13 beers against me. My fave pick of us. Who is this? Sorry, wrong number. You all ugly. There is motion at your front door. I guess we doing cars now. Hanging with your boys on a wire must be so fire for a bird. Renters complain that their Bulgarian landlord charges them more because they are Turkish. Renters in an apartment in Queens, New York City only found out they were being overcharged rent after discussing with other residents, who were not Turkish, about the recent rent increase raised by Mr. Krasimir, a Bulgarian national. Mr. Yilmaz. That's an interesting surname. Your rent has been increased by 600% no. Just to feel something. Sorry if I come off. Offers unusual. Find a mounted machine gun in a game. It does not have infinite ammo. 6-year-olds on their way to comment nostalgia on a 10-year-old song. Can a nah get a bacon, egg and cheese? The nah way. Decided to take a nude photo, no makeup, no filters, no body, no organs. Just pure energy. My single friend had a vasectomy today. I gave him this to help him heal up. Edge brownie pan for edge lovers. Oh man, I hope this doesn't get misinterpreted 15 years later. RLC. The RLC was? No one should have military-grade weapons. First of all, my weapons are way better than military-grade. Here in Denmark, Indian men are loved by everyone. Indians are considered the most attractive males. It's over for us white cells. Forgot VPN. Just cost me £1 to put air in my tires. Used to be 20 pennies. Suppose that's inflation for you. Fellas, don't let that dispatcher or nurse in an $8 sundress made in China cause you to lose your marriage, your houseboat, one half of your pension, and $100,000 in alimony and child support. Boomers loving minions as a force of good. How do we tell them minions would serve the Austrian painter without a second thought? People who take care not to post a stupid comment. People who delete their comment after finding out it was stupid. People who shamelessly display their stupid comments in all their glory. How to find a job. Casually approach someone who has a job. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and be a billionaire. My dad, who has been waking up early for years. Me, who thinks 7 p.m. is late. My crush, who loves to go out every night. My tongue. That one popcorn kernel that ain't going anywhere. Me. Genie, you get 3 wishes. I wish to never die a virgin. Makes me immortal. Life is meaningless. Life is meaningless. When my parents start using Gen Z slang in order to be relatable. Me trying to remember what I just remembered 5 seconds ago. Electronic music producers, slowed, sped up, delay plus reverb. Are these new songs? When I'm lying and someone says, yeah, that's true, I remember. You're just like me. Trash. When your dad fixes the non-working TV by hitting it a few times. This is beyond science. When you see parents whooping their kid's ass in a crowded place. They've invented a gas that cures every disease a person has when it is inhaled. It's called helium. Here's not my sugar daddy, he's just one of those home generators powered by cum. Pay our subscription to watch all movies and series. Random pirate site. I have everything you want for free. It department fixing everyone's computers but using a 10-year-old PC themselves. I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. People when they hit adulthood for some reason. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I grow a beard? Chicken. Chicken.zip. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Why does water taste better at night? Listen, kid, I don't have much time, the fox actually says. Redheads. Goths. Homework. Games. Cash. System 32. Why girls still don't like me? Their mums. The boss when you and a couple co-workers light up a joint at the smoke pit now that it's legal. Tooth corn. Personally, I just want my body fixed. I hate having a disease that is written into my genetics. Ducking type 1. 1. It is time to go. Was I a good controller? No. Duck no. My email that is well written, reviewed and ready to be sent. Email sent. My attached files. Point of view. You just mispronounced Arnold Schwarzenegger's last name. When I'm the first one in the squad to get the new legendary skin. No one. Me at the dinner table. Perfectly balanced. Point of view. Plenty of fish in the sea. Old person I just met, it's okay, I don't bite. 8-year-old me. New fear unlocked. Some people might try and eat you. When I accidentally open my front camera. No, ma'am. A gangbang isn't proof you can work as part of a team. When you hitting it from the back and she say deeper but you got nothing left to give. Velma being race swapped doesn't make it a bad show. I mean, Velma is a bad show, but not because there's race swapping. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. When you graduate college and can follow your own path. Level complete. Free play unlocked. Me as a kid, I can't wait until I'm an adult and can do whatever I want. Me now. I don't want to be a big people anymore. What my brother got when he turned 18. What my sister got when she turned 18. What I got when I turned 18. Son, you're an adult now. You will have to manage on your own from now on. You're moving out tomorrow. When you're trying to do some last-minute Christmas shopping for your mum, but only the gas station is open. Bleach, lighter fluid, ammonia, gasoline, I don't know, lady stuff. You can tell a lot about a woman's mood just by her hands. For an example, if she is holding a gun, she's probably angry. Naked woman chases Jehovah's Witnesses off of her porch and down the street yelling, "Succumb to my devil vagina magic." When the remote is not working. Me at 3 a.m. imagining the funeral of a person who is still alive. Are you high? Am I what? Hi. Hello. Her, a bitch. Me, tall, handsome, funny, caring, loyal, loving, honest, patient, understanding, generous, forgiving. Grandma, you boys are so handsome. How come you don't have girlfriends? Me and my brother. Okay, time to go to sleep. Wait a minute. How come I never in my life seen a microwave commercial? What has helped you not to go insane this year? Nothing. I am insane. Why do you flatten your hair? Because the hair gets straighter and longer. Why is your dick burned? When you ball too hard. Canadian jackpot winner dies after attempting to gold-plate his balls. He needs to be 6'6" with tattoos, muscles, a thick dick, and a 6-figure income. Huh. It costs £0 to smile. Me. Leaving me alone also costs £0. I bring an excluded since childhood vibe to the function. Nice, it's already 5 p.m. Only 40 years left. When I ask a female on a date and her ugly friend says no. Does this chattering animal speak for you? How am I 102% pregnant? Wait, is it going to be a girl or a boy? The friendship. Me if I don't text or talk first. Duck this game. Plays the game. Woman. Babe, I saw a fox on the way to work today. Her husband. But how do you know the fox was on its way to work? The woman. This is most innovative place in the world. Bro, please. You call that titty milk, you absolute ducking donkey? You're a ducking disgrace to motherhood. Chess 2. Now with open world. What gives people feelings of power? Money. Status. Finally slapping that annoying fly to the ground. The only pickled veg with a stage name. Me when my alarm wakes me up. Let the potato rest for 5 minutes. Me and bro be acting worse than Kanye, it just ain't never hit that media. 7-year-old me finding $5 on the ground. 23-year-old me finding $5 on the ground. I don't know how I'll be able to pay the rent. Unbuttons blouse. Him? Oh, I can think of a way. Unzips pants. Everyone else playing Monopoly, laughing nervously, what the duck. The beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake explained. It's a medium rare steak. Me, a German, 1 week into my US vacation, and we forgot the taste of bread. My normie friends when I put on a playlist of techno, sea shanties, death metal and Gregorian chanting. I'll build my own wall, brick by brick. I'll be alone, but safe. You just earned a gold star in school. It's Germany, 1939. Always compliment the fat girls in the gym. They'll remember you when they get fit. Everybody you meet is fighting a battle you don't know about. Attack them. Now they're fighting 2 battles. If this guy gets a suntan, he'll have a lot of explaining to do. Boyfriend who's obsessed and stalks her location 24/7. Girlfriend who's even more obsessed and does the same. Fortnite squads in 2025. We see the fit bro. I like your Half-Life shirt. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop trying to track that package. It's in God's hands now. I'm just built different. Incorrectly. How I feel after saying I sense thunder in the west and shit starts running down my left leg. History in school. History as a hobby. Eat the bugs. They will fix all our problems. Don't eat anything, it will fix all your problems. Low. Veganism will fix all your problems. Just eat steak, it will fix all your problems. LMAO, unironically let your girl dominate you, bro? Yes. And then the jar breaks. Turks arguing about how Turkey is the best nation on the planet from their house in Berlin. British cop's latest bust. Showering in the morning, showering at night. People with common sense. Stabbed in Italian Senate. March 15th, 44 BC. Stabbed in Italian Senate. January 17th, 2022. The TSA agent after I whisper don't be a hero before walking through the security checkpoint. Miyazaki is my favorite creator. Same. Steve Harvey breaking down in tears when he realizes that the plasma grenade on his knee cannot be disarmed. Holy crackers! Schlop, 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 schlop. Why does every band from the 2000s have a guy that looks like this? Men be like, where can I find a goth girlfriend? My brother in Christ, we killed the where is the ducking sandwich. Wife, I hope you guys are being safe out there. What's happening in the garage? Oh, hell nah. Not my son. Oh, hell yeah, let's go, son. My face before I got all my fillers. Look at my glow up. Who getting the orcs? It's Mark. You're in a coma, and I have been trying to get this message to you for years. From what doctors discovered in your dreams, you believe that I am some sort of internet celebrity, but I am actually your husband. Please, baby. Wake up. Point of view when an influencer starts making podcasts. Get in. Imagine if girls had strawberry milk in their boobs. I got that deer in me. Constant urge to run into oncoming traffic. Hi, I found items advocating violence on sale. On your site. Hi, John, that great, you can go ahead and order it. Me seeing the therapist not laugh at my joke and start taking notes. She's stealing the joke. Listen, fam, we don't care. My life sucks, I have schizophrenia. And live in a group home. Schizo. Lives in a group home. You sure? When you're trying to ignore the crackhead at the gas station and they say they have power tools for sale. What brand? Oh my God, you gotta try the new barbecue place in town. The new barbecue place in town. Guys worry about going bald when this dude is in their girlfriend's search history. Your friend that's getting into spirituality day one. Your friend 5 years later. Nothing works well. Nothing works how you want it. Nothing works. Me, an Asian, logging in to read American news every day because it's entertaining while having no idea what's happening in my own country. When I eat spicy food and my stomach starts making noises, please say psych. Yes, officer, it's electric. No emissions test necessary. Extract here. Are you going to sleep? Yes, I am. Now shut up. You don't know the original joke of this webcomic. Music groups in the 60s searching for a random word from the dictionary so they can put the before it and use it as their name. I'm not letting that get to my head. Me 5 seconds later. J-pop. K-pop. I will make my whole song 75% English to pander to foreigners, please listen to it. Me when the doctor walks in and I'm opening cabinets. Mum says there are lots of fish in the sea. Meanwhile, me in the sea. My mum hugging me for getting good percentage. My brother knowing it's just percentile. 14-year-old boy. Is this injectable? Life is getting serious when Gmail starts becoming part of the social media rotation. I will grant you 3 wishes. I wish for mosquitoes to go extinct. Yeah, duck them. Good wish, bro. You still have 3 wishes. The older siblings bullying and making fun of their youngest sibling. Also the older siblings when some random bullies their youngest sibling. Ducky Shreks just want to be enough. Listen to Mom 10 years ago. Always say no to strangers. Now. No, virginity is cool. Remain pure. When your owner tries to convert you into vegan. How I looked at my overweight friend when he asked, how are we going to escape this bear? I wish I could go back in time to show people how smart I am. What's Pythagoras' theorem? Pytha who? How do you imagine yourself to look when you're thinking? How do you really look? You go to the bathroom to take a dump. It's just a fart. Getting dental insurance. Getting health insurance. Why are you so quiet? What's on your mind? What was that funny meme I thought of at work? Cashier, your recept's in the bag. Me, you too? Wait. Cashier. How to make money work. All-nighters at 16-year-old. All-nighters at 30-year-old. Peter Parker. There are 772 people in the US named Peter Parker. They love me. Manly men when a drop of women's body wash touches their body. Pizza delivery guy, you've ordered 10 pizzas. Are you having a party? Me, perhaps. Wow, I have way too much money. Damn it, what am I gonna do with all this money? It's literally falling out of my pockets. Won't somebody please take some of this money? The housing market. So anyway, that's how I imagine our target audience. Me checking DMs from girls. It's blank. When you finish Skyrim and start playing Fallout. Me, I need that money. Stock market. I missed the part where that's my problem. Pretend to throw that ball one more time, bitch. Florida boy charged with throwing alligator into Wendy's drive-thru again. Florida men. My true successor. Nobody. How TikTokers use POV. POV. You're in the World Trade Center. When your friend make a really funny dark joke but your crush finds it offensive. Stop pulling on your leash. You're choking yourself. Don't kink shame me, Lisa. Me booking flights to Mexico to get dental surgery because the entire trip is cheaper than paying for the procedure in the US. Google employee who fell in love with some chat bot. Society with more than enough worries already. Pray. Did it work? No. God works in mysterious ways. Yes, praise the Lord. When you compliment the fat chicks in the gym every day 'cause you know they will remember you when they get fit. I swear, Mum, I didn't hit him that hard. Bus drivers when they see each other. Pilots when they see each other. The Batman. Good morning, sunshine. Me trying to figure out what's happening in global politics through memes because I refuse to watch the news. Me an introvert when the waiter messes up my order. This is something else. Never mind. I'll eat it anyway. Bullets when they hit. The main character. Side characters. When you are late for school but accidentally enter the wrong classroom. You drink Monster to feel energized and awake. I drink Monster to cause heart failure and die. We are not the same. When you see a 15-kilometer in diameter asteroid approaching Earth followed by several smaller fireballs and realize you're too big or can't go underwater to seek shelter. Guess I'll die. Man who won't change toilet paper roll, unlikely to change himself. This onion won't make me cry. Being religious doesn't make you any better. Her Tinder bio, your parents will love me but your neighbors will hate me. Freak in the sheets. Her in real life. Me, Taco Bell sounds great for dinner. Later that night. When you get called cool by little kids. Late to bed? Me? No. Why? PC gamers, my PC runs the game smoother, plus has better graphics than the consoles. Plus, I can add everything I want on it. Also, PC gamers, bro? It hasn't come out on PC, don't spoil it. Me and my brother watching the baby die in the locked car outside of Walmart. My DoorDash driver arriving in Afghanistan because I forgot my VPN was on. How my brain records my life. Good memories. Cringe memories. Are you high? When someone tries to insult you but you roast yourself on a daily basis. Mum forgets the keys inside the house. Me at 8 years old. When you can't fall asleep and you start hearing birds. So I'm getting promoted at work and married next month. What have you been up to for the last 7 years? Me. Are you familiar with memes? Introverts when they attend a family function. Too many people. It's against the rules. Children at the aquarium be like, no way, it's Nemo and Dory. I have tips to save on gas. Check your tires. Avoid additional stops. Get rid of additional weight. Ask if you're getting head before driving over. Lego military planning attack on parents' foot. Relationship goals, find a woman who treats you like the prince you are. 7-year-old me adjusting the time and date of my phone so that I could get the daily rewards of the game instantly. Hack. Pringle. Me taking my 4th self-care day in a row knowing I'm just lazy. This guy's buying his handicap blow-up doll a diamond ring and you all's baby daddy won't even take you to the Waffle House LMAO. Hey, I know what exactly happens at the center of a black hole. Me. Me after drinking a milkshake knowing I'm lactose and toddler ants. In the entire universe. Wood is certainly more rare and valuable than diamond. Me showing off the muscles I built from running away from all my problems. Me? I suppose I'll download Tinder to see what's out there. 3 hours later. Me after I read my old Converse when I was in 7th grade. Never forget who was there for you at your lowest. Me and who? Well, time for bed. Aren't I a tough nut to crack? Writing something your professor agrees with to get a good grade. Writing your actual opinions and failing the class. She said I was the first guy to ever treat her right. I'm so cooked. But my family is sleeping. I said bark. When somebody else picks my main and makes even a single mistake. Me wanting to keep my files offline, safe and organized. Let's finish setting up. What quantum physics does to a man. Max Planck in 1878. Max Planck in 1901. I'm VIP. Very ignored person. I am a person who really wants to do a lot of things, trapped in a body of someone who doesn't. Bro who has accomplished at 25 what most do at 60. Baldness, memory weakness, weak eyesight, back pain, joint pain, fatigue, persistent headache. When your boyfriend tells you he's going to introduce you to his family and he arrives with 2 kids and a lady. When you're low-key about to throw up so you just sit and stare like this. Girls. Am I fat? No queen, you are beautiful. Bros. Am I fat? Bro, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them. The human experience. Paying rent. Alcoholism, 13 hours of screen time. Jacking off. Real footage of me every time I give my opinion. Sorry for what I said yesterday. I had 2 white monsters and I let it create a 3rd. When she follows you into the bathroom, but instead of chopping a line, you start taking a shit. When the pussy's so good you turn into a pussy. No therapist deserves to know my law. You think you've seen suspicious-looking cats? You've seen nothing. It's technically oral if the person giving you a handy is deaf. Seriously, what is wrong with you? Dad, Can I ask you something? Sure, honey. How many girls did you? Someone giving me verbal instructions. My brain. The 6th generation of my Minecraft cows after breeding them all from the same parents. Me at bro's wedding when he says I didn't find happiness till I met her. I've been with him for 13 years. This isn't real life, this is Cyberpunk 2077. Utena-san, cake is ready. Oh yes, I can tell. The Uber driver seeing how you kissed a man goodbye and then get on the phone with your boyfriend telling him you almost home. Literally no one. Old men in gym locker rooms. Turns out analogy isn't the study of buttholes. Weak aura successful demands respect, expensive watch. Strong aura doesn't understand basic math. 19, 43, aging. When he's smart, handsome, cooks, makes you laugh and gives you constant attention. Marry me. Girlfriend. Crying. My dog died. Me, who was only dating her because of her dog, so I have more bad news. Him, nothing can fix my mood. Her. My father is mad you took my virginity. Tell him it won't happen again. Mirrors, if you break me, you get 7 years of bad luck. Condoms. Pathetic. My HR lady stole my heart and my marriage. CEO San's office affair isekai'd into a lawsuit. Girlfriend calls you babe. Old black woman call you honey. Aussie calls you mate. Englishman calls you broove. Blue hair barista calls you toxic. You get rejected by your crush. She gets rejected by her crush later. Point of view. You're a doctor and the patient's family is cheering his sudden recovery. Coldplay concert outfits summer 2025. Me hiding from big booty women that like boofing narcotics. Hannibal was an idiot. I would have marched directly on Rome after the Battle of Cannae. You pissed in my shoes. Bitch, you sold my kids. Humans are pretty much all sick in their own ways, you know. Me, why do my knees hurt? Google. Okay, get in. The Triforce of don't stick your dick in crazy, but I'm gonna. When you turn the movie way up to hear the voices, but suddenly there's an action scene. Fanfic authors. Sorry I'm posting a week late, guys. I got hit by a car and my house burned down low. Professional authors. The book will come out next year, promise for the 3rd year in a row. Her, I only date guys who are at least 65 feet and 50 tons. Also her. My dad saying I won't be in trouble if I tell the truth. My dad after I tell him the truth. 1 3 hours long movie. 10 times 40 minutes video series. Your childhood shows are back. They'll air on streaming services. Kids don't watch TV anymore. Me after I put pre-workout in my energy drink. CEO and head of HR caught having an affair at concert. Me. Impressive, very nice. Now let's see Epstein's files. You the hitman? Yeah, alright, good. Here's the photo of the target I need dead. I see. This'll be a piece of cake. When my alarm wakes me up, let the potato rest for 5 minutes. Come join us. Women with a time machine. I am your granddaughter. Really? Men with a time machine. I'll be the first to post this meme. Oh, you love the ocean. Then name 5 brands of car batteries you've thrown into it. The future that white supremacists want. The future that white supremacists want. Just found out that Gangnam Style is K-pop. Swedish people in 100 years when Denmark is finally underwater. Therapist and what do we do when we are sad? Me, add to cart. Therapist, no. The immediate amnesia. 3 seconds after locking the door. Me, did I lock the door? My brain. PETA when they kidnap a dog and it won't stop whining because it misses its owner. Shame. Cop, please step out of the car. Me, I'm too high, you get in. Duck the zodiac signs. Portable Mexico or portable England? When you download your favorite game again after years and it gives you a tutorial. Did you forget who I am? Are you sleeping? Yes, shut up. If one person on this planet is immortal, then everyone else is an outlier on average life expectancy. Where girls cried. Where boys cried. Where I cried. Advanced calculus. When you wake up after dreaming that you were pooping. Real shit. When you fap to a questionable hentai. What have I done? Babe, please stop listening to music that doesn't have lyrics. It's not real music. This isn't you. Like to listen to music that doesn't have lyrics because I can picture an epic story in my head. One time a guy picked me up to take me on our first date and he was playing this god-awful metal music, so I turned it down and he legit made an illegal U-turn and took my ass right back home without saying one word. When I suddenly remembered that one good conversation I had with a girl from school years ago. Cockroaches when people keep screaming after spraying an entire can of insect repellent on them. Shut the duck up and let me die in peace. When your life has been going well for far too long. 3D woman. 4D woman. When airport security realizes that humans are 70% water. Confused screaming. This is the ideal footwear configuration. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Makes great games, even better sequels of games he never made. Never learned to count past 2. Refuses to elaborate. Major OSs and their disadvantages. No privacy, no freedom, no bitches. We do a small amount of tro. Timmy, you bombed an orphanage. Where am? You're at the vet, you've been neutered. What you bastard, I'm gonna kill you. You don't have the balls. How kids think adulthood is like. How it actually is like. When she's only attracted to guys with tattoos. French. French people. Language of love. Why the duck is there a snail in my ear? I'm a snail in your ear, haha, get me out. When your friends find out you don't eat ass and get clowned on because of it. Teacher, don't write on the desk. Kids at the back. The first 15 seconds of the Evangelion opening. The rest of the song. Someone yawns. My brain, what the hell was that? I want to do it too. Mum during an argument. My house. Mum during cleaning. Our house. Friend, Skyrim's like 10 years old. Why don't you play something else? Me. Quick saving. Teacher, please don't stack the chairs. It's a safety hazard. Me and the boys. It's not a good game without mods mother duckers waiting 3 hours for all their mods to load and update so they can play the game. Languages that don't have a word for the day before yesterday. Any languages that do have a word for the day before yesterday. My depression finding new ways to convince me that I'm the worst person alive and don't deserve to exist. Man who swiped right 2 million times on Tinder finally lands a date after 5 years. Point of view. People who quit after 1,999,999 right swipes. Every day in 2019, it's the best day ever. Every day in 2025, it's the worst day ever. Island isn't land. My parents at age 23. Let's have a baby. Yes, me at age 23. It can fry literally anything. When your friend keeps watching TikTok videos with his mic on in the party chat. Are you gonna be my new mummy? Most likely your dad eats ass like a crackhead on bath salts. Your cat turned into a girl and is now eating your breakfast. What do you do? Me, after a long crying session, finally knocks me out. Every once in a while, I take time out to look in the mirror and say, "Hey you, thanks for all the handjobs." Babe, you think I'm toxic? Lo, we broke up 4 years ago, please leave me alone. The villain of the story destroying the world. Me helping a peasant to pick 10 flowers for his wife to forgive him. Looks like someone lost their tuber. That's too bad. Hello, I'm the girl who's ducking your son. Hell yeah, you are. Me thinking if I should send my toxic message or just shut up. Every day I wake up and realize that one day there will be a historian that specializes in memes. Crying. I don't know what this cow is going through, but I can relate. Me, okay, last game and I have to get off. Dies. Friend, one more? Me. Bluetooth earphones are low on charge. Me. Gets my paycheck, my car. Is for me. Me waiting 3 years to buy a $60 game for $15. Patience is necessary to reach one's goal. When you buy a PS5 instead of new tires for winter. Normalize sending memes to stay in touch cause I got nothing to talk about. Not a single coherent thought in here. Hold on, I'm thinking. Invention of archery. Man, I really want to stab this dude, but he weighed the duck over there. Dad, why is my sister's name Rose? Because your mum loves roses. Thanks, Dad. No problem, 3 for £100. I'm the Roman Emperor. No, I'm the Roman Emperor. Trim your beards, barbari. My all friends are in relationship. Single me sharing memes whole day. Point of view. You're writing your essay and you've reached the stage where you're perfectly yapping and words start flowing out of nowhere. When you get an extremely rare item during the tutorial and the game lets you keep it. Me, after I told all my secrets just to keep the conversation going. Babies kick pregnant women all the time, but when I do it. When the violin solo is so damn lit you just become a bagel. Lo, what the duck did I just draw? Me after a long day. At the Long Day Factory. So, I came across your resume. I do apologize. Me doing all my schoolwork last minute because I chose happiness all week. Sell it, you are finally back at even. No. When mania hits after months of depression. Damn bitch, I live like this! It's better to lose by telling the truth than to win by lying. The disaster I caused by saying the truth. Me. When you finally bagged the girl you've been plotting on, but you realize that you only love the journey and not the destination. If anyone is still preying on my downfall, please stop, bro, it worked. I'm cooked. Guys, I have 3 baby mamas, 2 felonies, around 1,500 days incarcerated. A ged, I drive an uninsured 1996 Honda with no seatbelt, Swaman. And I don't have a job. Girls. Once I see this, I already know. I gave you everything, I know. I'm on 7 antibiotics. Daddy, I made an animal. Great job, buddy. I'm gonna put this right on the earth. Pop. Blam. He. How's it doing, Dad? Great. Android mother duckers when they drop their phones and their battery slides across the room. Being a guy is crazy cause the moment you turn 13, you're competing with grown men for girls your age. This is probably the worst SpongeBob frame ever. My wife asked me to get one of those drinks with her name on it. I bought her a can of Monster. That's how the fight started. Sperm bank. What can ya star in a boot? Don't worry, you contention. Ya better not tell the others, yeah here? Evidence of an S-tier nap. People in 2022 trying to decide if they want to be a tuber, rapper, or OnlyFans model for a career path. Nobody. The dentist, so how's life going? Naruto was too smooth with this. If you don't mind instant ramen, I have some in my room. Astronomer CEO. Kiss cam operator. Different breeds of cats have different melting points. Men be like, where can I find a goth girlfriend? My brother in Christ, we killed the American shopping mall and the goth girls lost their natural habitat. Excuse me, I really need some money. Me, you're in luck, I really need a blowjob. Height difference couple is so lovely. My crush told me in the future she wants her kids to marry mine because I have a good heart. What zone am I even in now? Do you want to see the top 10 of how you almost died? Remember that one guy you almost went home with? Oh my God. Was he a serial killer? A cannibal? No, his bathroom floor was very slippery. The future of dating. 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6 figures. Hey, I decided I want to have the baby. You're gonna help me, right? Haha, you're wrong if you think I do. You better not have him, unless you want to be a single mum. Oh, okay. If that's the case, you better get rid of those. Those. How girls interact with guys who are single. How girls interact with guys who are married in a relationship. I'm home, sis. You haven't woken up yet. Damn it, your breakfast is cold already. Welcome home. Bro, you have a big sister? Please, Mum, don't tell Spider-Man I haven't finished my meal. Never going to bro's house again. Me! Kissing my girlfriend's neck while slowly starting to take her pants off. The other people in Taco Bell. The girl at the methadone clinic when I tell her I like her Tweety Bird pajama pants. Everyone else at the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Me who wore deodorant. When someone is being a miserable ass to you but you send them good vibes anyway. Here, bitch. When your mum sends me a friend request. Girls, it's been 2 weeks. He must have moved on and forgotten me. Boys, after 3,705 years, I've loved you. Lawyers, when their client pleads not guilty, but the crime is on video. No one. That one kid during school assemblies. Don't speak to me unless I have a quest marker above my head indicating that I'm ready to be spoken to. You will clean that air fryer, 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 you will clean that air fryer. First hour at the nude beach. 50 wanks in. When the doctor tells you to take your pills at 11 AM, but you take it at 10 AM to surprise the virus, sometimes my genius is. It's almost frightening. Hank, don't tell the gringos you are from Campinas. It sounds like cum penis Hank. Hank. Great Britain arriving to collect taxes from America. What they expected, what they got. Me, finding the definition for a word by just Googling it. A movie with just that word as its title. When your crotch starts itching in public but you don't want to scratch it so you don't look like a freak. Make a new good movie. Remake the good movies and get rid of all the good things about them. Disney. Waking up at 4 AM is not the answer to everything. That one YouTuber, yes, you all are wrong. Genie, you have 3 wishes. I want to go to a historic event. Genie Mother Ducker. When you see a smoker cough like hell and then continue smoking. My friend thanking me for being there for him during his parents' divorce. Me who just wants to bang his mum. Choose your class. Fighter, wizard, paladin, rogue, barbarian, bard. Touching grass is not enough, I need boobs.